Hi there, it's Helen here. It is Tuesday, the 31st of December, the very last day in 2019, and I'm coming to you today, this afternoon rather, from Glasgow in Scotland, where it is currently about minus 2 or 3 degrees, very cold. Well, what a week it's been. I'm not 100%, so this won't be a long vlog. I haven't been well for quite a wee while, and I think on Christmas Eve my body had just said enough is enough, and I ended up in hospital over the Christmas period. I'm still quite unwell and quite weak, but I was looked after by our wonderful NHS staff who just were absolutely fantastic and took really good care of me. I'm glad to be home, but obviously need to rest. It's Hogmanay here in Scotland, and the shops are absolutely heaving with people buying last minute things and getting the nerdy drinking and the food and the black bun and whatever, and getting ready to get their glad rags on, and if they're going first footing, to go first footing. Me, well, I'm going up to my daughter's, where we're just going to see the bells in very quietly, just 2 or 3 members of the family, and then it's home for bed for me. Anyway, what have I been up to? Well, I've missed the whole second half of my 12 days of Advent, so I'm not going to bother going in to open all these things up. I did start a feather and fan scarf. I'll show you that in a wee minute. I managed to get some done before I went into hospital, and I did a few rows last night. I'm still not quite able to concentrate fully on knitting, but hopefully I'll get there. I did manage to print off some patterns last night, which I intended to show you, but I have left them on the printer in the bedroom. Because why? Because I'm a dunderhead. I keep forgetting about things. Anyway, before we go any further, I would just like to say hello to Margaret, who comes from Glasgow, but I am reliably informed that when she was 3, she went to Canada in a big boat. And she couldn't have liked that big boat because she's still in Canada, because the big boat hasn't brought her back. And I do believe she's in her 50s now. So, hi Margaret, and thank for your comments. In fact, thank you to everybody who's commented and sent me good wishes. I really appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the vlog. Why you have done it, I don't know. You must all be mad. You must be as mad as me, but thank you anyway. And for anybody that's coming for the first time, do not adjust your set. Yes, it is me. This is the real thing. Excuse me. Okay, so let me show you what I have managed to do. My feather and fan, which is living in this little bag. This is our original prototype Lowlander Yarn Shop bag, made by lovely Lorena, who does the bags for Lowlander Yarn Studio. These are the best quality bags ever. And this is when we used to have the shop, and on the back it has my name. It's personalised, and Lorena, it's got a lovely pocket in here, and Lorena will personalise everything that she makes. Whatever you want on your bag, you can have. And I think in the new year, hopefully, we're going to be seeing more bags on the Etsy and Lowlander. So here we go. Let's see this masterpiece I have been creating. So here it is. This is my feather and fan. As you can see, I've just introduced the second colour, which is, I can't remember what this is now. This is Candy Cane. I cannot remember what this one is now. Oh dear, that's terrible. But it is knitting up lovely. And I am not putting these in any order. I'm literally adding them as they are coming out on their numbered packets. So at the end of the day, I don't know what it's going to look like. A bit psychedelic, but well, what the heck? I like psychedelic things. Excuse me. So I'm really actually enjoying that. And as I said, I printed off a few patterns last night. Now, on the subject of patterns, I don't only just search for free patterns. I do like to buy patterns because I like to support designers. But like everyone else, they're just trying to make a living. So I do like to support them. So this is a pattern that I purchased at the Perth Festival of Yarn. Now, this pattern is £7. When you actually get to the pattern part, it is very well written. And it's actually, it looks like a shawl. It's part shawl. Then you join it and it's like a cowl. You put it over your head. As I said, it is very well written. But for £7, you get this picture. And then you get, hold on a minute, this picture. And then you get this picture. And I do believe there is another, yep, this picture. And there is another couple over here. So all in all, yep, there we go, look. You have, I think there's about, let me see, there is 12 pages, 13 pages to the pattern. And at least 6 or 7 of those pages are actually just photographs of the girl wearing her scarf. I object to that because although I purchased that from the Yarn Festival, this is a PDF. You can purchase this online, which means that, you know, you're paying that price, you're downloading it, you're printing it off, you're using your paper and your ink, and you've got almost 5 or 6 pages that are of absolutely no use to you. So, designers beware. Other than that, it is a lovely pattern, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Some of the other patterns that I printed off where we have got quite a few babies about to be born into this family next year in 2020, in the first half of the year. So it's time for Nana Reid to get busy with the knitting pins. So that's what I did last night. I printed off some baby patterns, etc, etc. And that's my plan, is to get some of these things done. And also, I also purchased the yarn from Lowlander Yarn Studios for the Colour Me Curious shawl, which is a beautiful shawl that was designed specifically for the store where Lowlander Yarn Studios sell their yarns in St. Louis, I think it is. So I've downloaded that. I bought that, and I bought the yarn for that, so that's that ready to go. Other than that, I don't have a lot of plans. It's been quite a year, not just for me, I suppose for a lot of people. I mean, the year started with my cancer diagnosis, and it's been quite a long journey from there. Obviously, you know, I mean, although it was reasonably good results, and now it's just a matter of having, you know, annual checks, it has left me with certain weaknesses and things. I'm not able to do as much as I would like to do, which is a wee bit frustrating, but I will get there. But I wouldn't be sad to see the back of 2019. But having said that, there's been a lot of blessings too. I mean, the first great-grandchild at this side of the pond was born, our Jessica Helen, who is a constant delight to us, constant delight. And, you know, we've had engagements, and we've had visits from family overseas and things, and so there's been many blessings. But as I said, I'm going to keep it short because I don't have a lot of breath to go on much more. And I just wanted to pop in anyway on the last day of 2019, and just to say thank you to everybody who has supported my wee vlog and made comments. And just to say that I hope that in 2020, the Roaring Twenties, that you all have a good year, that it starts off good and that it remains good. And And if there are trials and tribulations, that you know that you have the strength and tenacity to face them, and you have family and friends around to support you through them. I'd just like to read you a wee. This is one of my favourite Irish blessings. Before we go, I'd like to read this to you. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always on your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. And I'm sorry, I get a bit emotional when I read things like that, because I think of my family overseas, my friends. But anyway, I'd just like to wish you all a very happy new year and every blessing in 2020. And until we meet again, TTFN.